All right, babies, let's talk about boundaries. Now, I have an entire program inside of the Love Club all around boundaries, baby, all the kind of stuff. So, we're going to have a little bit of a different approach here. Yes, it's about setting your boundaries and communicating effectively and making sure that you keep your independence as you go on this dating journey. Because what often happens, especially when you have anxious attachment or codependency backgrounds, is we like someone and we latch onto them, and the power that we once had when we were single and dating people we didn't necessarily care about or have the emotional bond to, it falls. And so the first part of boundaries is making sure that you're so in love with your life and you're so resourced that you're not losing that you're not just spending every waking moment together and you're not giving someone all of you before they've even earned it. Because again, I will continually reiterate, men only respect things that they earn. And if you're giving everything away to a complete stranger, even if you're a few months in, it's still it's still something they want to earn throughout the entire relationship. They want to earn you. They want to win you over. They want to feel like they are, you could have anyone in the world and you're choosing them because that just feels better. Same vice versa. We feel the same way. Like when they have a busy life and they give us their attention and, we see them making time to make it matter, even though they have such a full life, like that makes you feel really good. Setting that in place is really, really important. And so boundaries protect your needs. So really making sure, what are your needs in relationship and how are you setting up your boundaries around that? And so listing off like, how often you want to see each other, things that you do have, like your self-care practices, your business or your growth or your career, your health, your spiritual practices, your self-development. Like, what are your needs in your life? And then what are your boundaries that you put into place around that? Like my boundaries are Fridays are my self-care days. My date days are only 2 times a week because my business and my life and my friends, they really fucking matter to me. And so my schedules are put into place around this. And then of course there's that compromise of when I meet someone and what their schedule is. It's not all about me. And so putting this into place and then making sure that I stick to them, because my natural tendency is codependency. So it's like, I want all of you. And I'm like riding this like oxytocin wave and wanting to spend all my time with someone. But I know my boundaries are, I'm rare and valuable and my time matters. And this person's trying to earn a seat at my table, not me just giving them. So it's having these things in place, not only for them, but for you. Because at the end of the day, when you have strong boundaries and you have your independence, this also indicates to a man that he gets to have his freedom and he gets to, live his life. And just like, you want love, men want freedom. And so this is what they're testing before the commitment phase of like, do I still have my freedom before I can commit to this woman? And oh my God, she has her life. She is independent. She does all these things, and I won't be bogged down in having to be responsible for her happiness and all that kind of stuff. So that's the first point of boundaries: is what are your needs outside of the relationship, within the relationship, and then setting boundaries in place around that. So that's the first conversation. And there's a healthy way of doing that, communicating that with ease. It doesn't have to be a huge conversation. People can see what your boundaries are just by how you live your life. Like, it doesn't need to be the sit down, eye gazing experience. Like, it's just, they're going to see it, right? Like, you don't have to answer the phone all the time. You don't have to text them right away just because they text you and you're like this kind of thing. Like, create some tension, create some mystery. That's what creates longevity. Like, make him a little anxious about you. It's not game playing, it's understanding human psychology.